Hey guys, welcome to the podcast of personality development, and this is your host Aditya Mehta. Well, this episode is going to have a short story on personality development with a meaningful moral, and I'm definitely sure if you hear this story and think about it, you are going to get more perspectives of the story rather than a simple moral. However, if you find anything, you can let me know on my Instagram page, and also you can let me know on my Facebook page. The links are mentioned in the description. So let's get started with the story. There was once a couple married for many years. They were middle aged. One day, husband, after a long debate in his mind, concluded that his wife cannot hear so well as in the old days. So he thought she would need a hearing aid. Not sure how to address the problem to his wife, he requested help from the family doctor with whom he discussed the problem. The doctor advised him to make a simple test to his wife in order to make a clearer idea of the so called hearing problem. This is what you have to do, said the doctor. Stay to about 10 meters away from your wife and, as if you have a normal conversation, speak to her. Tell her something and see if she hears. If you do not receive any response, then go to 8 meters away, then to 5 meters, and so on until you get an answer. In the evening, the husband positioned himself near the kitchen where the distance from his wife was about 10 meters and asked her in the normal tone, "Honey, what's for dinner?" But he received no response. So, husband moved closer, this time in the door that separated the living room at about 8 meters by his wife. He asked again, "Honey, what's for dinner?" Still no response received. He went and seated at the kitchen table in the dining area, which is 5 meters by his wife. He asked again with the same tone, "Honey, what's the dinner?" Again he received no response. So he advanced to 2 meters from his wife, repeating the phrase, "Honey, what's for dinner?" Again, having received no response, he went near her and behind her ear said with the same tone, "Honey, what's for dinner?" And then his wife replied, "James, for the fifth time I said it's bread and butter with jam." So you see, in this story, the problem was not with the wife, but the problem was with the husband, who thought that his wife is having a problem. It's quite simple. Many a times in our life, we always want to look for mistakes in others rather than looking what we have done wrong. So the simple moral of this story is sometimes the problem might not be with others as we want to believe. It is possible to be inside of us, for which reason it is better before you find the problem in others to try and identify it in you. One of my guide always told me that if you want to improve yourself, identify your weaknesses before you find it in others. and try to rectify them. And while doing so, you surely are going to develop yourself. So, guys, that was the story. I hope you liked this story, and because you made till the fourth episode, I'm sure you like my podcast as well. So, make sure to subscribe or follow to get the latest updates about the episodes. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I have mentioned the username in the description of this video. And also, you can follow the Facebook page of this podcast. The link is mentioned in the description to get to know on what topic my next episode will be on. Thank you so much for listening to this. See you in my next episode in the next week. Thank you so much for listening to this.